Alright, guys, and welcome back to Why Are We Even Here and Why Are We Even Doing This? Also known as Everlasting Summer. And once again, I am joined by.
Hey, 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 it's Mr. Panda Bear.
Yeah. Okay, I actually just thought of this, off topic, but actually, that so far we have done more of this than we did Doki Doki. Even though Doki Doki had longer episodes. So, what that says, I don't know. Alright,
Okay.
so, you are still the main
Right.
character, and I am still the side characters.
Yes. It is episode 12, I believe.
What?
We're at episode 12, right?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's hop right into it. Maybe I shouldn't have lied to him. I should think before I say something.
Oh, really? And what exactly are you going to be helping her with?
It was turning out bad, but I decided to stand my ground. Her cabin, dot to dot. She asked me to clean it up, sort out the things and so on. Bet you know what a mess the cabin is.
Sure, she asked you to tidy up her closet too?
The nurse looked at me so intensely that Napoleon's
Fiasco.
fiasco at the Battle of Waterloo seemed now a small annoyance compared to my current flop.
Oh, yes.
I was going to say something, but she continued to speak.
Okay then, Pioneer. We'll manage it without you.
I apologized, but you see, dot to dot, I said and looked at Lena. She stood looking at the ground like before, blushing.
It's alright. I'll manage it on my own.
Okay then. An awkward silence followed. I wanted to sink into the ground because of my lame lie that had probably offended Lena.
Well, goodbye then.
Bye. The nurse was still smiling spitefully. I turned and walked away, almost running. Though, in fact, I really wanted to run. Common sense advised me not to. I came back to my senses when I reached the square. So, what's next? I decided to visit my cabin in order to collect my phone. I don't know where I'll find myself today, but having a watch is always useful. Though having a wristwatch is much easier. I suddenly heard a different tune, which was cutting through the usual noise of camp. I listened to it carefully. Sounds like an electric guitar. Three repeating chords, no more. But this melody still felt somehow warm, as if a vacuum tube based audio amplifier was used. Could there be such a luxury here? The sound was definitely coming from some stage area. I wondered uh, who that could be.
Okay, we can't look for this. We're missing
What?
all the good stuff too. We got to skip this one to
Who cares? I
who
better
cares?
keep on looking for answers.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, what's the big deal? I have better things to do. I came back to the leader's cabin.
Okay, he does bring up a good point though. They seriously do need to clean up the cabin. Like,
It's a mess.
it is a mess.
Alrighty. Olga Dmitrievna was lying lazily on her bed and reading a book.
Simeon, what are you doing here?
That's what I could ask her, too. I've forgotten something, so I came back.
You were absent at lineup.
Oh, yeah, I apologize, dot dot dot.
Alright, nevertheless, you should do something useful today.
Just as I planned. But I have my own vision of useful. Like?
Oh, you could go to the square to help out with the cleaning. Savia's in charge there.
Strange. I'd just been there and hadn't seen anyone.
Or you could visit the boys at the electronics club. They asked me for a hand.
Those fathers of invention again.
Finally, you could always help out the sports club.
What are they up to?
They're renewing the pitch, fixing the benches, changing the goal nets, and so on.
Honestly, none of those options suited me. Why is she always trying to burden me with work?
For
Seriously,
communism,
except
comrade, for communism.
seriously, except for Slavia, no one ever works here. While some people in particular are enjoying their free time with a youthful spirit, every one of the leaders' attempts to keep me busy seems to serve only one purpose to prevent me from finding out my current location. Really, all the deep and vital questions concerning my existence are swept away by a broom, together with all the rubbish and litter. In my case, taking some time to probably pay off, but just like someone suffering
Gangrene.
gangrene and rejecting an amputation, I will stand by my beliefs. You know, I already had my own arrangement.
Oh, really? What kind of arrangements?
She bucked up. Well, dot to dot, I can't just tell her what I'm really thinking about. On the other hand, why not? No, it's too dangerous. At least now I maintain a fragile balance. It's threatening me. Everything seems that way.
Just as I thought.
What exactly she thought remained secret.
You probably have not realized how important it is to participate in social life. For communism, comrade, for communism. The only way to become a pioneer capable of being a role model.
It's
What was
murder.
that?
Murder. It was murder. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I didn't want to sit through another long lecture, so I decided to accept one of the offers. Sometimes the answer is this world can be found in the most unexpected places. Or at least so I wanted to believe.
So, should I choose for you?
The leader's voice turned authoritative. I can do it myself, thank you. I mumbled and left the cabin.
So, we gotta help the sports
Sports
club.
club!
We're back, and we will continue.
Alrighty. I was hoping that I could escape the obligatory if I pretend that I'm helping the sports club. They obviously have tons of members and could probably do just without an extra pair of hands. However, I'd better visit the sports ground at least to check in there, just in case Olga Dmitrieva. Oh my,
Olga Dmitrievna?
Dmitrievna finds out that her idol pioneer slacks off and dodges community service. You never know. I could imagine worse punishments than a public telling off at a party gathering. I wasn't really planning for that to happen. All of a sudden, I saw no cleaning, painting, or repairing, but a football match. They were playing 5 versus 6.
Hold on, actually, I'm gonna stop it here because I think that we might have to censor something again. So, we'll be right back. So yeah, now you're also seeing, hopefully different. If I'm smart enough, I'll change up the images. But once again, you'll be seeing some lovely images of Stalin and Lenin and the Red Army. So
All right.
continue.
I took a closer look at the players and recognized Anna. Did I skip a line?
I don't know. Oh yeah,
Well,
I
the
think
line
they're
before
skipping.
that was they were playing 5-6. I
Yep.
took a closer look at the players and recognized Anna. I won't interfere. I'll just watch. The teams were obviously mismatched. One team consisted entirely of younger kids that looked about 12 years old. The other team consisted entirely of teenagers. Besides, they had one extra player, Anna. Mind you, what can just one extra person, moreover one girl, do? Soon enough, I realized that I was mistaken. Anna had a good dribbling technique, cutting through the defenders one by one. She obviously lacked teamwork skills, but they weren't even required at this level. She scored with
Inevitably.
inevitable,
Inevitable regular...
inevitable,
Inevitable
enviable
regularity.
regularity. I came closer to the pitch.
Hey, come join us. We're short. They're short one man on their team.
I guess that's what counts as community service,
We're finished already.
said Anna, sounding insulted. I looked over the sports ground again. The benches were freshly painted, new nets placed behind the goals. How did they manage to get through all this stuff?
Come, join their team.
Well, given that I escaped the last time, I should indeed play now.
Okay, and I'm... So
Ball
we
at the center. We start.
Alright, we're gonna get back. So
Sorry about that,
don't have to worry,
guys.
so
I got a call and
we
I had
can
to
actually
answer
show
that.
the game
So,
now. We're
right,
gonna
so-
we skip
Alright.
the just bulk of dialogue that Semyon had. So we're just gonna start at penalty shootout. Penalty shootout. I don't know why I'm doing the old penalty shootout. The winner wins the game. Okay. That's you.
I made up my mind that I didn't want to lose. At the time, it was 11-9, 11-9 in our favor, so it wasn't reasonable to object.
You're in goal. We'll shoot. We switch then.
One shot each.
Yeah.
I stood at the line and got ready. She took a run and sent it straight into my hands.
That's not fair.
What's not fair?
I'll shoot again.
Okay, just do it, I said, smiling. The second shot would go better in rugby. One more time,
Absolutely not.
she sniffed.
But you shall never score against me.
We'll see, ... I put a ball into the low right corner of the goal with a precise kick. Anna didn't even move. However, there was no point. Penalty kicks like that are uncatchable. Looks like I won. She answered nothing and just looked at me resentfully. I needed to lighten the mood. Don't get upset. I just ... And that's when the music started playing, calling the Pioneers for lunch.
Alright, I'll get even with you some other time.
She laughed, waved her hand, and ran in the direction of canteen.
Yeah, T he.
I juggled the ball a little and followed her. ... Who is marching forward in a row? It is our pioneer squad. Pioneers in a row usually marched to the canteen in a owlet
Owl.
camp. I was looking for a place where no one would disturb me, like what happened before, just so I can eat in peace. And for that, I have to at least not be the last one to come. But I was pretty sure whatever happens here happens whether I want it to or not. The canteen was crammed, as full as an egg. Olga Dmitrievna was standing at the entrance, guarding it like a hawk.
Well, Semyon, were you working hard today?
Hard enough.
Well done. Truly well done, and the hardest is yet to come.
I just bet.
Fine, take a seat next to the girls.
She pointed at the table next to the pillar. Slavia, Anna, and Lena were already sitting there. Not bad company. At least, not the worst. I got my meal and went up to them. Do you mind if I sit here? I caught myself sounding a bit clueless. There were no other free places anyway.
No, of course not. I can't remember what voice I gave her, so this is gonna be it now. Please do.
Lena remained silent. Today, the meal consisted of a plate of borscht I suspected there was some meat lurking in it, but I had no evidence. Some poultry, chances are chickens. Oh, Chickenus domesticus, with fried potatoes and a traditional glass of compote. Chickenus domesticus is domesticated chicken,
Yeah.
in case you all didn't get that. I found myself liking the local food more and more, because it wasn't macaroni and cheese or ramen.
Yeah.
I guess it just came to the conclusion that I have no other choice, which means that there's no use in complaining. Thank God there's something to eat.
Coming to the ball tonight?
I don't know.
He'll come. He's got nowhere to go.
Anna said happily. You will come for sure.
Of course, I can't miss. Of course, I can't miss the opportunity to watch you make a fool of yourself.
She got it right, so I decided not to reply. And what about you? I asked Lena.
Yes.
She replied briefly.
See, you should go too then. I don't know why I gave her Olga's voice, but I did.
Said Slavia, as if leaving me no choice.
Don't forget to wear your tailcoat.
Apparently, Anna was so pleased with her joke that she laughed out loud.
Ah!
But I really had nothing to wear. My wardrobe was just a pioneer uniform and my winter clothes, which would be inappropriate in the evening. And what will you be dressed in? Entertainer? Entertainer. Oof. Secret. Will it be a little dress just like in a kindergarten matinee? Luna turned red. Looks like I managed to offend her.
No, I'll wear a biohazard suit so I don't catch an infection from you.
I wonder what kind of infection are you afraid of catching from me?
Enough, guys. Don't quarrel. Idiocy, of course.
Looks like Anna was highly with her,
Please.
as she thought brilliant answer again. You know, if you already have the flu, you can't catch a cold. Two can play at that game.
What are you implying?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I looked away, slyly.
What do you mean that?
Can you say what is actually written down?
Oh, yes, what do you mean that? Do you mean that?
She went red again. I don't mean anything.
Guys.
Given that it was Lena who interfered, it probably really was time to stop.
Hold on, I'm just gonna take the time. Okay, we're at 7 minutes plus. Okay, we got like 4 minutes left.
Okay.
You're asking for it. You're gonna get it.
What? You finally wise up? Instead of replying, Anna grabbed her plate filled with borscht and tipped it over my head. This game met an unexpected finale. Oh, you little... She jumped up and tried to run away.
This is very questionable.
But this time, she won't get away. I grabbed her hand. And now what? I can't just smash her head against the table?
Why not?
Whoa, dude! Like, what is this guy? A massive...
Yeah, he got a plate of cold borscht over his head.
Yeah, but we can't tell. If we just look at his head, it looks dry to me.
It just all like gray, like just glazed. Yeah, glazed. Just like ran off.
Alright, this pantomime lasted a few seconds. Suddenly, Anna skillfully grabbed a glass full of compote and splashed it in my face. That way, she managed to get free of my grip. She dashed off towards the counter,
And apparently
and I
with a
chased
giant
her.
earthquake.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. This resulted in several flipped tables, a pile of smashed tableware, 5 pioneers crippled by various injuries, and full exhaustion of both parties. A draw, sort of. Um, a
Belligerent.
bella, belligerent draw with too much belligerence.
Belligerent. Yeah, no, I can't say
Belligerence.
it.
We stood before each other and breathed heavily. Tell me you won't behave this way again.
And you.
Olga Dmitrievna snuck up on us from behind. When you think about it, such a riot couldn't go unnoticed.
See, I feel like she is going to smash her head up against the table. Well, are you satisfied with yourselves now?
Her
Oh,
voice
that's
appeared
supposed
to
to
be
be
calm, but I was sure she was just about to explode.
And who's gonna clean up this mess?
Exactly what happened.
Oh, jeez, I just skipped ahead. Who? I'm asking you. Who? Him.
Replied Anna with complete confidence. Her! I objected less confidently.
Both!
The camp leader brought a conclusive end to the ongoing argument. Generally, I wasn't sure that my share of this blame is more than hers, although Anna didn't have a drop of guilt on her face.
Beat it. I'm not cleaning. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, Jesus.
This is his fault. He started first.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes it is. I'm not gonna sort out all that nonsense. Semyon, grab a mop and a bucket, some cloth, you know. That kind of stuff in the closet, and as for you...
She looked at Anna with such a burning gaze that I felt a bit sorry for the girl.
You! Start to pick up the broken tableware immediately.
Olga Dmitrievna took a deep breath and continued.
You're nothing but trouble. How many times have I told you?
I decided to skip the lecture and went to the that appeared to be near the exit. Suddenly, a perfect idea flashed in my head. Why don't I just run away? Sure, Olga Dmitrievna has caught us already, but I'm not the one to blame. Of course, I'm not the true pioneer she keeps talking about, but in comparison to Anna, anyway, she's the principal culprit. It's not like I have nothing better to do than cleaning up the mess here. I have to seek answers. The truth is out there, somehow, flashed through my mind. Let's stay and help.
Yeah, we gotta stay and help to get her ending.
Nah. Running away is hardly a good idea. For starters, Olga Dmitrievna
Dmitrievna.
yeah, has caught me already, and dashing off would only aggravate my punishment.
Okay, seriously though, running away is like the worst decision because he has to go back to her cabin. Like,
Yep. As well as that, I was indeed partially guilty. Of course, it was all her fault. But if I hadn't reacted like that, probably we could have avoided this thrashing. Probably. ... I opened the cabinet and took out a broom, a mop, and a dustpan. Olga Dmitrievna wasn't anywhere near Anna by the time I returned. She's gone?
can't you see for yourself?
Anna looked upset. All her youthful spirit vanished without a trace. Okay, hang on a sec. I'll go and wash myself a bit first. I shot her an angry glance and headed towards the exit. I washed the scabs of lunch off myself and returned to the canteen. Well, no escaping it. We have to clean it up.
It's all because of you.
Just a single gaze from her gave me the creeps. Of course it is. It's me who's guilty of everything. It's me who's a local natural hazard.
Oh, shut up.
Still, it's kind of strange that she's not trying to avoid this cleanup.
By the way, we actually need to finish this up because we've run out of time.
Well, let's just stop here and we'll continue in the next.
Oh yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you did, remember to hit the like button, do the jazz, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye bye.